There's one thing I'm starting to think is or feels the same no matter how old you are. It's the feeling of a heartbreak. I don't think that feeling ever, realistically, ever hurts less, honestly. That pain is something almost it's a pain you don't want anyone to ever go through, but it's a pain that almost every man, every woman would must go through in order to really elevate to the next level of their life. And moments like those can really make or break an individual depending on how they handle things. And I don't think it's talked enough about, especially on a man's side, the the pain of a heartbreak and the things that it can realistically, what it does to you. You know, it's depending on how old you are. Heartbreaks are. That's why I said they. I don't think it's a pain that ever hurts any less. Cause like a high school heartbreak, it's like one of those things where it's like you kind of knew it wasn't gonna last forever, but like you just don't want it to end so fast. You just don't want it to end yet. Because college comes and eventually people separate, shit happens. So you already kind of keep that thought in the back of your head that this is gonna end eventually, but I want to get the most out of the time that you have now. And then adult or your young adult relationships, those hurt, especially your first one, because maybe you might have thought that you found that person that you really wanted to be with, and you do so much things together, because this is different than a high school relationship. A high school relationship, yeah, you might have went to the movies, or you might have stayed out at late a couple times, snuck over, mom's not home, dad's not home, sneak over to their person's house, do things like that. But when you're an adult, you might be taking trips to other states, going out to other countries, dinners, the experiences, traveling. You might be doing a lot of things with this partner that you have. And for the most part, if everything's going well, you just might think that that might be the person you're going to be with. And you're building a lot of happy memories. And, you just, you're just not sure how anything can go wrong because everything's just going so right. And then that's when the universe kind of blindsides you. It catches you off guard, throws a little bend in the road, a little fork in the road, throws a stick, a wooden branch between the spokes of your bike. And then, you're just kind of almost taken aback. And it's like, damn, depending on how the whole situation plays out, it could really leave you stuck almost, because it's just like, wow. And this is the person that I thought I was going to be with my whole life. And sometimes you really think that you get to know a person after spending a couple years of your life with them and doing so much things together. But then that one person you thought you knew, they could do something totally out of character. And then now, almost, you have to kind of like, once that trust barrier is broken or anything is broken in that relationship, it's almost like you have to relearn that new person almost. And now you're just like, you don't know what to do, And it's one of those things, it's kind of like, why do we, why do we still love that person? Is it because we're in love with the version of them that we built those memories on? Or the love that we had for that person is still so strong that you're willing to love them even when they make a fatal mistake? It's a lot of things. They say love is the highest form of emotion of a person, between like a person, place, or thing. So with that being said, you can love past someone's flaws, right? And you can love a person past their mistakes, but which mistakes are willing to be forgiven, but to never be given another chance, or to never be loved again? Is it different for everyone, or is there like a universal rule that says if someone does this, they can't be forgiven and given a second or third chance? I don't know. Things are very interesting. Heartbreaks will leave you alone, you know, leave you with time to figure it out. It's honestly, it's definitely it's a thing for sure. Maybe one day it might not hurt, but if it doesn't hurt, does that mean you even ever put your heart into that next person? Now, do you just build up a barrier around your love because you just don't want to give it out? Because, especially in today's day and age, with social media and dating apps and just everything, how society's run, it's almost like the ideal, regular, normal relationship just kind of strays further and further away as this new order of sorts just kind of creeps its way in. It's honestly a very interesting phenomena to watch, and it all starts with the small things. And if more and more people, men in general, are feeling like this, this hopelessness, I'm glad to kind of have gotten over or accepted my breakup a little bit easier than a lot of other people and a lot faster, I think. And it's sad because a lot of guys will be stuck on it for months on end, and now they're stuck and depressed and mopey, and they kind of leech off and shoot down others when they're up because they're depressed still over this girl, or this, realistically, yeah, this girl that left them. It's just despicable. It's sad almost. It's like, this generation, this next generation is just drained of all hope. It's like we have nothing to cling on to. We really need to figure this thing out. We really need to figure it out. Not every heartbreak is the end of the world. Life doesn't have to end at a heartbreak. You pick yourself up and you keep going, and you prove to yourself, and you dig deep in yourself to find that motivation to keep on going and make yourself the best version of you that you can make. And you don't stop, not until the day you die. You keep on working and you keep on grinding on whatever it is that you want to do until you get it. And then you find something else and you rinse and repeat until you get that too. And you just keep on chugging like a goddamn train.